That's private.
Private where?
That is, you need to go that way.
Relax.
That's private.
Yeah, but I'm not outside.
You need to go this way. You're way past the area where you need to go.
Where's your name and badge number?
Let's go.
So if I don't go over there?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pay attention to him. Why don't you pass?
Do you have an Iowa ID or anything?
Iowa ID, what is this?
A driver's license or anything?
On my ID card, you have to have it at all times, sir. Billy Buttcrack, BCNN.
Do you have a...
This is on my neck. This is my property.
The badge.
This is my...
All right, you're going to go now.
That's your way to get me out. Sir, let's talk outside.
One way or another.
Listen, don't you talk to me.
You guys take the badge back, right?
They can't have nothing. It's on.
What happens when citizens walk into a police department, not to cause trouble, but to demand transparency? In Miami, a public records request turns into a clash with aggressive cops guarding a taxpayer-funded party like it's a federal secret. ID demands, unlawful orders, and pure ego explode in a place meant to serve the people. But who really crossed the line?
That's private.
Private where?
That is, you need to go that way.
Relax.
That's private.
Yeah, but I'm not outside.
You need to go this way. You're way past the area where you need to go.
Where is it? How do I know that?
Sir, you need to go right there.
How do I know that?
I'm telling you right now.
You should have a sign.
I'm telling you right now. You stand over there. This is private.
Where? I've been here 100 times.
Let's go.
What's your name and badge number?
Let's go.
So if I don't go over there?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pay attention to him. Why don't you pay attention to him?
Is that good?
Pass that way.
Is that good?
Pass that way.
I'm over here.
You're asking me, I'm telling you. Go that way.
I'm right here waiting for the public records.
You're not
request.
waiting for anything.
What's your attitude?
You're not waiting for anything.
What's your attitude? I'm waiting for public records. I'm in line.
Your request? Where's your request? Okay, and that's good enough. That's all I need to know. Get in the line.
I don't do favors. I don't do favors.
We're not telling you to do that.
She just asked me for a favor, and you're asking I'm declining. Your attitude sucks. All of you.
Stand over there.
I'm standing right here.
I need you to be in the line.
What line?
That's the line
I'm in
right
line. I'm right here. Not. Give me a supervisor.
Sure.
You want to play this game?
Sure. I'll get you supervisor.
Your attitude sucks. What's your name and badge number?
You can say my name, right?
What's your name and badge number?
My name?
What's your badge number?
4212.
What's your badge number?
4212.
All right. Have a nice day.
You too.
All right. I know. I've been over here 100 times. All the time I walk through here. What are you guys hiding? You guys are hiding something over here? Nah. They want to bust directives. They want to bust directives. I didn't do nothing wrong, bro.
Okay, stay pull up. I'm in the line. What you talking about? Why you can't block the highway?
He's saying he's here for a public request, so we're telling you. I don't understand.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. I'm in a public spot. Have a seat. I'm not having a seat nowhere. You're not my mom.
Over there.
You're not my mom. Have a seat where? Yeah, I'm totally in a public space. So you guys can get back to work. You look like you're 17. You've probably been in the force for like, how long you been in the force? You guys can boss the public around in a public area? You know how many times I've been here? And this lady wants to bust directives and tell me to go sit down like she's my mom. Now I'm gonna walk because I want to walk. But I'm not having a seat. People are ridiculous in this piggy department. Hey, why don't you do me a favor? Call Mike Vega over here. Call Mike Vega over here. He'll probably set her straight. He'll probably set her attitude straight because her attitude stinks, dude. I didn't do nothing wrong. Dude. I'm in a public area up here. That's it. She's telling me to go sit down. You don't approach the public like that, especially on camera. You shouldn't do that. Who the lady thinks she is? Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down right now, dude. Look at me, I'm sitting down. Yeah, you guys gotta put a sign. I don't know that.
We can't because we have the city employees coming in and out. They don't have access.
So whatever you're gonna do and try to intimidate me in, it's not gonna happen. You can do what you gotta do. It's not gonna fly. This is a public space. So you guys, you can get back to work and you can kick some rocks. Huh? Crazy. Very stupid, dude. Very ridiculous. He's crazy, man. Crazy. They have a party here. Like, so the ones that I treat like you got cool, we cool, bro. Is this a public area? Be honest, because I've been here. But bro, I've been here 100 times, dude. This is a public area. Now, I'm not going back there. I was right here. Look, I was right where she's standing, and they had a meltdown. Tell me this is all private. What's wrong with that?
This is record. This is where I did the record.
I know, but this is a public space, though. Isn't it public or not? It's a public space. I can go over there and talk in that window. That's it. I don't understand that. This is what all this is about, bro. Petty shit, dude. And then she gave me a lawful order. She gave me a lawful order to move from a public space. You don't have no law to back that up, girl. That's crazy, man. So I don't know what the hell this. I don't even know the supervisor's coming. These people are guarding that corner like they're hiding like a bunch of kilos back there or something. It's just crazy. What was that?
The supervisor wants to ask you,
okay,
why do you need to speak to
what's your name? What's your name?
Roughly.
Okay, badge number? Real quick.
1502.
Okay.
I'm the one that helped
can I ask you a question? Yeah, I know. Come here.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question real quick? You see that? All this? You see where they're standing? Is that a public area or private?
That the only thing I know, people can go to work here, but once you pass here, you have to be an employee.
No. But I'm not going outside.
Yeah. No, you cannot go there.
Yeah. Why don't you have a sign? This is why I'm doing it, because the lady over here.
Question. The supervisor wants to know what do you need to speak to.
Because she gave me a lawful order to move from a public space. And over here, I don't want to tell them to come over here. Karen cop. Cop Karen. This is all public right here. Taking pictures of that. Nah, I already did. This is public. I'm taking a picture of that to prove. All right, you're gonna arrest me for to stand in a public space? I don't care what they tell me.
You can stay here.
I don't care. You should have a sign there. Okay. You should have a sign. You guys are wrong. Take it back to work. I know, man, but listen, that's wrong. Listen. This should have a sign there.
I've always been nice.
You know how many times I know you have. Listen, you know how many times I've been over there? How many times I've come to the station? All right then. So follow the law, dude, and put up restricted signs then, and I'll be a little nice. Your employees weren't nice.
This encounter is a perfect lesson in power gone unchecked. Police are public servants, not private party bouncers. When they bark unlawful commands or demand ID without cause, you have the right to resist, record, and remain silent. Accountability doesn't come from compliance, it comes from confrontation. Know your rights. Use your voice. Hold the line. What do you get when a satirical, sharp-tongued journalist walks up to a government building with nothing but a camera and an attitude? Chaos, confusion, and a whole lot of uncomfortable questions. In this twisted roller coaster of ID demands, fake authority, and paranoid staff, Billy Buttcrack turns the absurd into accountability. But behind the comedy, there's a very real message.
I don't know. They're being naughty women and boys.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's unacceptable.
Okay. Why are you here?
Because I'm the best in business, sir. Billy Buttcrack, BCNN, real news only.
Okay.
You've heard of us. We're the best.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you, sir?
I have my press pass.
Okay. Can I see it?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I always carry the press pass, press credentials. Right here, sir.
Okay. Do you have an Iowa ID or anything?
Iowa ID, what is this?
A driver's license or anything?
Drive, who does that?
ID card or anything?
You know, I might have an ID card, sir.
Okay.
You know, I do carry, you know, sacred ID cards. You guys snitching on me? I can't believe this. You know, I do have my ID card. You have to have it at all times, sir. Billy Buttcrack, BCNN.
Do you have a state issue ID card or anything?
I don't know what that is. I have another. Sir, let me see your ID, young man.
I'm Officer
And Wall.
I'm Officer Wall with the police.
Walton.
No.
I'm,
You don't
I'm,
have any form of ID though?
I'm just an American. You know, I could have been born in France, but that's just, you know, speculation is all I'm saying.
What's your
Billy Buttcrack is what they call me. BCNN, Buttcrack News Network. I can't give that.
Why not?
Because my mom doesn't like me talking to strangers.
What brought you down here today?
Just, you know, I'm the best investigative journalist in town. I do have my handy dandy notebook right here with information that they are hiding Miss Ming Ling.
Would you mind talking to me over on this side?
I can't, my hips hurt, you know.
Okay, can we
They've been
walk down
opened
the
up a
sidewalk
few
a little
times.
bit?
I don't like walking, sir. I just like standing.
How'd you get here?
You know, I'm airborne qualified, sir. You ever jump out of an airplane?
How'd you get here?
C-130.
Can we
I
just
could have
move down the
parachuted
sidewalk
in.
and talk?
I don't like moving, you know. I've moved too many times in my life. I don't like packing bags. I don't like moving. I just
How'd you
like
get
going
here?
where I need to go. Oh, there's an officer.
Yep.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
He's just coming to talk to these guys while I talk to you.
Billy B, BCNN, how we doing today, sir?
What?
Billy B,
Billy B.
BCNN, how we doing today, sir?
CNN.
Buttcrack News Network, best in business, realest news you've ever heard of. You've heard of
What's the B
CNN,
stand
correct?
for?
Billy.
Billy, you said Billy
Buttcrack.
B.
Yeah, Buttcrack is what I go by.
You don't have any other form of identification, Bill?
You know, that's all I have.
Okay.
So, you've had to hear me.
No, I haven't.
I'm the best in business, sir. How do you not know this? Investigative journalism at its finest.
What brought you here today?
To do some investigative work. Looking for Miss Ming Ling. I do have pictures if you would like. This is an ongoing investigation. Normally you'd have to have a top secret clearance, which you probably don't have, do you? No. It's okay. I will release some sensitive information. Just, I swear, don't tell anybody that's not supposed to hear it. So this lady right here, I'll show the camera. Miss Ming Ling, she's been missing, and her dog Cinnamon as well. Yeah. I've been looking literally all over for her, getting different leads. She is a massage therapist. Okay. You know, she did get arrested for a happy ending. People say that should be legal. I agree. But I've been looking for her, and we did have information that they're keeping her captive here. So I'm here to report the real news, sir. Okay. Whether, you know, I know he has not been cooperative. You know, he's just been trying to bully me around, and I said, sure. I'm Billy Buttcrack. I do what needs to be done, sir.
Okay.
So.
Well, they don't want you here anymore.
Oh, well, I don't want them here either, you know.
Well, this is their workspace.
Oh, this is mine too.
Okay.
You know, BCNN, we report real news, young man, you know.
Okay.
I could be 40 years old.
Yeah.
So.
What's your birthday?
You know, I can't give that away. My mom does not like me talking to strangers. My grandma will talk to strangers, though. She is a drug addict. I tell her, Grandma, stop doing drugs. She says, shut the hell up, Billy. I do what the hell I want to do. And so I'm trying to get her in rehab currently, but she does not listen. She's addicted to Mary Jane's, which I do have on me currently, as well as a baggie with a little Coke in it. Okay. It's right here. Would you like it?
Where's that at?
So, baggie with a little Coke.
Okay.
It will energize you, I guarantee you. I do have some Mary Janes as well. Grandma consumed most of them because she's a son of a gun. What can I say? You know, would you care for some?
I'm good.
There's only 2 left. Mary Jane, you love it long time. I know Miss Ming Ling does, and they're hiding her. Inappropriate. Inappropriate.
Yeah. Are you from Dubuque?
You know, I'm from all over. You know, I'm looking to become mayor of this town. So, you know, with my network and Buttcrack News Network, we will go far, very far. And I will become mayor, guarantee you that.
What brought you to Dubuque?
You know, it smelled like cabbage when I drove by, and I was like, what the hell is that smell? So I had to go investigate myself. That's what I do, sir. Investigative journalist. Like I said before, I am not a Google search engine. I do not have all the answers. I just have most of them because I'm smart as hell. You know, you've heard of Google search engines, correct, sir? I'm sure you have.
I've heard of Google?
Yeah, search engine.
Of course.
So they have all the answers. BCNN, we have about 69 to 80% of the answers currently. So we are working on the 100%. I am very intelligent. I did make the dean's list, you know. That's impressive. You should give me some props.
Where did you go to school?
You know, I'm Aiken Technical, South Carolina.
Are you from South Carolina?
No.
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 Is that where you went to high
No
school or
way,
college?
Jose. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and they were profiling me, by the way, too.
Where'd you make the dean's list?
Aiken.
Aiken? South
Aiken
Carolina?
Technical University.
Okay.
And by the way, they're having their 50th anniversary, their reunion. So I
The
did get
school is?
invited to absolutely, sir.
Okay.
And guess who got invited? Mr. Dean's List, Billy Buttcrack, right here.
When is that going on?
You know what? I did not see the date, but I'm sure it's coming up. I got the thing in the mail, but I threw it in the trash. And by the way, you know, the trash did come, so I might just have to Google when that is.
You plan on going down there?
I am.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, they're going to see perfection one way or another.
What's the badge?
So I am an official, sir. Official boob inspector, Department of Titillation. You've heard of us. I inspect the milk, the quality. So I've done that many different times. I was actually thinking about creating my own milk line using breast milk. Believe that. Has that ever been done before in America? No, it has not. That's why that market needs tapped. And I will tap it. I will tap it good until it taps out, until I make that profit.
Yeah.
I'm going to become mayor of this town, sir.
How'd you get down here today?
I don't know. You know, maybe I do know. But like I said, I can't release sensitive information unless if you have that top secret clearance.
I don't know if that's sensitive.
Oh, it is. You know what else is sensitive? My groin. Just because I had a fun night last night. You know, I don't like telling people that, but when you bring up sensitive areas, I won't lie. I'm BCNN, real news only.
We're just trying to figure out what's all going on here.
Oh, I'm just an investigative journalist looking for Miss Ming Ling like you've seen.
These guys don't want you here anymore.
And I don't want them here, you know. I was thinking about buying this building, but I can't do that.
So what are your plans to do here today?
Just to do some more investigating.
And what's that all entail?
You know, I do have my handy dandy notebook. We are going to take some information. I was going to wait for them to all pull out so I could video record all of them to find out if one of them is harboring Miss Ming Ling. Would you care for a sketch of Miss Ming Ling? She is in here.
How'd you find out that she's here?
Oh, I get leads all the time, sir. So Miss Ming Ling, she's beautiful. She's an angel. You've seen her before, I guarantee it. You know, my artwork might not be the best, but I am trying. And so you should at least give me credit for trying.
So
but this is exactly what she looks like.
So if we go in to determine she's here or she's not here.
Yes, I would absolutely love that if you would like to help with this investigation.
All right.
If you would do that, that would be excellent. I would appreciate that. I'll give you a, here, let me give you a picture just so you can show them. Please give them both.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
I'll go talk to them.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So how's your day going?
Oh, it's going good.
Is your name Nicholas?
No.
Norman Bates.
Which one's recording here? Is it
Both of them. You know, I love recording.
I want to see the.
I can't show you. It's sensitive.
Oh,
Just like my groin.
Just recording the.
Yeah, because I can't get punched in the head. You know, I don't know. Mike Tyson would if he was here. I don't know if you've been training with him. Guess what? I'm an inbred ginger. I don't have a soul.
She is not in their system here.
You already looked at Ming Ling? This is malarkey.
Yeah. So I don't know what.
Well, I mean, you did give me you helped with my investigation, sir.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what should happen all the time. If I'm out here, I would appreciate if you guys come out and help with this investigation, which you did comply to do. And Billy B, BCNN, we appreciate that, sir. We really do.
Yeah.
So, you know, I might be done here then. He just helped with my investigation. Mr. Wall and Mr. Leck. Nick.
Nate.
Oh, Nate. Gosh dang it. You know, I tried.
Sorry.
You guys are the best, but you're not the best. I'm the best.
All right.
Huh.
So, yeah, they had no name under that, and they didn't recognize who that was in the picture. So,
You know what? I'm gonna wait for you guys to leave, and I'll leave 69 seconds after you leave.
well, we would appreciate that.
I will. After you guys leave, count to 69. I won't be here anymore.
All right.
You know, I'll be running down the street as fast as possible.
All right.
Usain Bolt style, brother.
There you go.
Absolutely.
We helped you out. You help us out.
Yep, you guys got that right. You guys have a great rest of your day now. See you later.
It might look like a joke, but this is deadly serious. When the public is treated like criminals just for filming in plain view, it's not about safety, it's about control. Never forget, you don't need ID to exist in public. You don't need permission to film what your taxes pay for. And you don't owe blind obedience to intimidation. The First Amendment isn't a request, it's a right. A civil rights leader, thrown out of a political debate for doing what? Speaking once during applause. In Fort Pierce, Florida, one man refuses to be silenced, standing firm as authorities demand compliance without reason. No laws cited. No fairness applied. Just intimidation, and a stubborn refusal to back down. What happens when the voice of protest is seen as a threat?
And people in here screaming and yelling. What is this all about? You got people making louder adjustments than I did, and he looked right at me and kicked me out. I'm a civil rights leader. I've been fighting for justice all across this country, and he kicking me out of a damn debate. I'm not walking out of this building. I'm not walking out of this building. I'm not walking out of this building. I will protest this shit. You got people in there making louder justice than I did, and you kicking me out? The rules are being broken all across the board, and you're kicking me out because I said one thing, and he couldn't even hear nothing. You got people in there yelling and screaming all during the debate. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not moving because you have people in that auditorium who are making justice louder than I did, okay? And you're going to kick me out? I'm not moving. I'm not moving. And this is my constitutional right to not move.
We're not going to argue about that, okay? We are not going to argue.
I'm not moving. I'm not getting out of this. I'm standing right here.
Listen, I'm not going to drag you out.
And you're not going to put your hands on me. And I respect that you're not going to put your hands on me. But I know my rights, okay? And people are in there breaking the rules louder than what I did. And they ain't kicked them out.
What was the rule between, sir?
They said in that auditorium that you are not to make any outbursts. I only said one thing, and you could not hear my voice. And that was over an applause. So I will not get out of this auditorium. I'm not moving. I'm not moving because you have people in that auditorium who are making justice louder than I did, okay? And you're going to kick me out? I'm not moving. I'm not moving. And this is my constitutional right to not move.
Sir, listen, we're not going to argue about that, okay? We are not going to argue about
I'm not moving.
We're not gonna make
I'm not getting out of this. I'm standing right here.
Listen, I'm not going to drag you out.
And you're not going to put your hands on me. And I respect that you're not going to put your hands on me. But I know my rights, okay? And people are in there breaking the rules louder than what I did. And they ain't kicked them out.
What was the rule between, sir?
They said in that auditorium that you are not to make any outbursts. I only said one thing, and you could not hear my voice. And that was over an applause. So I will not get out of this auditorium.
Sir, please. You talking to him? Listen to this guy, he's talking to him.
Brother, I am not getting out of this auditorium. That's the bottom line. I am a civil rights leader, and if the news is recording this, they did not let people in here because of whatever's political situations that they got going on here in Fort Pierce. I am not getting out of here.
All right, it's time to go. Or you're going to be arrested. Let's not do this.
I am not getting out of here. You don't put anybody else out.
That has nothing to do with us, sir.
It ain't got nothing to do with me either.
I talked to you very calmly.
I've talked to you all calmly. This is my constitutional right.
You're on private
Don't touch me. I said don't touch me.
private property.
I said don't touch me.
Let's talk outside.
Don't.
Let's talk outside.
That's your way to get me out. Let's talk outside.
One way or another.
Let's talk outside.
Listen, don't you talk to me.
Sir,
I'm not talking to you. Don't you talk to me.
I know my constitutional rights.
You're on private property and you're being asked to leave. That's it. That's it.
You can't have nothing on my neck. It's my property. It's on my neck and it's my property. You can't have nothing.
You guys take the badge back, right?
They can't have nothing. It's on my neck. It's my property. It's my keepsake.
Sir, you need to remove.
Do you want to go to jail?
Oh, we gonna.
This is going to be very
I'm
easy.
treating you with respect, bro. Let's do this. Let's do this, with respect. Remove this, and you're out of here.
He's They are kicking me out of this debate because I made an injustice that they could not even hear me, and they got these old stupid ass Republicans kicking me out.
You're going to go to jail. This is your chance to just leave.
Telling me I'm going to jail.
The badge.
They ain't kicking nobody out.
All right, he's on public property. We're on public property. We're on the sidewalk. We're on the sidewalk. We're on the sidewalk. We're on the sidewalk. We're on the sidewalk.
This is a keepsake. This is a keepsake.
We're on the sidewalk.
This is a keepsake.
Here.
This is a keepsake.
Give this back to them. Sir, give this
We're
back
on,
This is
we're
on
on
my
public
neck.
property.
It is a lanyard
We're on
and
the
it's
sidewalk.
a keepsake for this debate.
All right, give it back to them and we out of here.
We're on the sidewalk, sir.
This is public property.
Sir.
I'm asking you to get your hands off me. Look what you're doing.
Okay.
Get your hands
If
off
they
me.
want to charge you, they will charge you. Go with it.
We're on the sidewalk.
got it on video.
We're on the sidewalk.
Get one more chance or you're going to jail. I'm done with you.
This is on my neck. This is
Give
my property.
The badge
This
or you're
is
going.
my
All right, you're going to go now.
Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
Really tough. Some people don't learn.
That was my property.
Everybody is treating you with just respect.
Okay. You got it.
We're on a public sidewalk, sir.
Stop. You are not going anywhere except to jail. We've given you all
I'm
the
calm.
chances
I'm calm.
you could have.
I'm calm. I'm calm.
This wasn't just about a debate, it was about the Constitution. When you're told to leave without cause, when your voice is labeled a disruption, that's when standing your ground matters most. Know your rights. Assert them with courage. Because silence in the face of injustice isn't peace, it's surrender.